This is The Herd. Wherever you may be, however you may be listening, live in Los Angeles, we thank you so much for joining us. Just in, the players have either voted or decided or elected to resume the playoffs. They will not play the playoff games today. There's 3 games. Those are canceled. But tomorrow, there will be playoff games, and the players have elected to resume. This just down moments ago. Just breaking news, according to Adrian Wojnarowski. Woj. Joy Taylor is joining me. So it was a lot of meetings, a lot of heated stuff, a lot of discussions. And Joy and I were talking last night. This is what we are. This is 2020.
Yeah.
This is 2020. So I have 3 thoughts to start with. Number 1, you go to social media, everybody's got an easy answer. This isn't easy. This isn't easy. Everybody's an expert on social media. Oh, the answers are easy. You just can't play. Social awareness can't play. Folks, this is why people argued all night. That's why LeBron is talking to Frank Vogel and Doc Rivers is talking to Kawhi. These are not easy. This is why players argued all night. Reportedly, players were up till 2 and 3 in the morning having discussions on this. Stop convincing yourself to make you feel more comfortable. This is easy. These are hard decisions. Billions and billions at stake. Social justice at stake. Awareness at stake. So that's the first thing. It's not easy. We don't argue about, easy stuff. Pay your mortgage. That's an easy one. You better. You get in trouble. You don't in America. Pay your mortgage. Don't walk out of the house naked. Put clothes on. That's the easy. We don't argue about that stuff. We argue about stuff like this because it's complex. The second thing is you can have 2 thoughts on the same thing in America. I can support Black Lives Matter and also think simultaneously, I think they should play the games because it raises so much awareness. You think I'm wrong on that? Well, then why did the players just elect to play? You think they suddenly are racist and don't support BLM? You can have 2 thoughts in America. It's okay. My wife can love me and I can drive her crazy in the same 30 seconds. It's okay. Social thing. You can have 2 thoughts. I don't like our current president, but I don't think the guy he's running against is any good. You can say that. It's okay. You can support Black Lives Matter, but also think these platforms are unbelievably powerful. And that's what the players just decided a minute ago. We still care, but we love the basketball, and we love playing with each other, and we love this whole environment to raise awareness. And my third point is platforms matter. Right now, the NBA players are leading the discussion in America on Black Lives Matter. And the reason they are leading the discussion, I don't know if they care more about it than the average person on the street. I don't know. But I know they have platforms. We have 7 networks. I'm on one of them now talking about Black Lives Matter. We have 2 networks broadcasting their games all day long. Games start at 10 in the morning in the city I live in, and they go all day long. Black Lives Matter on the court, on the jerseys. Coaches talk about it before the game. They talk about it during the game. They talk about it after the game. You don't think that platform matters? You don't think if we are seeking growth in America, growth comes from awareness. Why am I so aware of the talking points of Black Lives Matter? Because they're playing games. 36 hours ago, roughly, Doc Rivers, after a game, had an incredibly powerful moment. Here it is.
It's amazing why we keep loving this country, and this country does not love us back. And it's really so sad. Like, I should just be a coach. And it's so often reminded of my color. It's just really sad. We got to do better. But we got to demand better.
I don't hear that. if the players do not elect to play in a bubble 2 months ago. I don't hear that. You don't hear LeBron about Breonna Taylor. You don't hear any of these. We are hearing it and seeing it. Where does growth come from? Where does learning come from? You learn, you hear, you see, you listen. The games do matter because the games give these players an incredible platform to drive an incredibly important social cause. Draymond Green said it this morning. Draymond Green, and I'm going to quote him, said, "Why would we stop doing the very thing that offers us the biggest platform to speak for those that look like me and a lot of us? To do that is to actually give up the platform to speak for them, because without us using our platforms, which is afforded by our influence of the sport, it stops us from echoing what those in the back are saying." Platforms matter. It's important. And for the record, when the players decided a couple of months ago to go back in the bubble, LeBron James, and you're going to question his social concerns. LeBron James, his number one reason for going back during a pandemic was the platform. And LeBron helped negotiate through Adam Silver. I was told, I had lunch with a friend of LeBron. I was told they negotiated daily on the phone. Black Lives Matter, stuff on uniforms, the ability to speak after games, messages from the... Yes, it matters. Let's not just marginalize. It's just basketball. No, basketball is an unbelievable platform where these players get to tell you and I what matters to them. And I want to shift gears to that. Let me ask you, what do you want, not just from NBA players, what do you want your athletes to be? And that's an important question. Okay, because dating back to Bill Russell in the 60s and Elgin Baylor in 1959, who boycotted a game, NBA players have been historically more outspoken than other players, and they often lead other players. Yesterday's a great example. They postponed tennis players, tennis tournament stopped, MLS, Major League Baseball. So once again, NBA players were on the forefront and led other leagues. But the question becomes, what do you, the consumer, the person watching my show right now, watching Joy and I, what do you want from your players? Here's what I want from my players. I want them to care about winning. Right? So who are the players in America that take less money to join other star players and win? What's NBA players? So NBA players, not just players, not average guys. Kevin Durant, Paul George, Dwayne Wade, Chris Bosh, regularly stars in the league take significantly or at least marginally less money because they want to win games. Do you want players to just go where the most money is? That's not what I want. I want guys to care about the game as much as I do. Second thing is, do I want my athletes to be meatheads, to not have any concerns beyond their money? Or do I think it's kind of cool that my pro athletes actually care about poor people and care about social issues? Yeah, I kind of like that. Like, do you just want them to not care about people beyond themselves? Folks, at the heart of social activism is sacrifice. Like, right? We all get that. I'm not, breaking news here. So when people say it's bad for their business, yes, perhaps it is. But that is at the heart of social activism. And that has always been at the heart of NBA players. We're going to take a little less money because we want to win. We care about people beyond ourselves. We're going to voice our opinions. It may hurt us, ratings, revenue. Absolutely. What do you want your athletes to be? All about money? Meatheads who don't care about anything but their cars and cool stuff? Never talk about poor people? Never give back to the community? Never force billionaires to give back to the community? Yeah, you and I do not have relationships with billionaires. NBA players are rare. They have a line of communication with them, and they have collective bargaining with them, and they have influence over income with them. That's a rare opportunity afforded by kids who grew up around the country, some poor, not some poor, wherever NBA players grow up, burbs, wherever they grow up. They have an open a relationship with billionaires. And occasionally, they make them a little uncomfortable. They ask stuff of them. But they also collectively bargain with them. So, you know what? We'll take less money because we want to win games. I guess I could just keep going back to this. What do you want your athletes to be? Well, I'm asking you. I know what I want my athletes to be. I want them to care about winning too. NBA guys do. I kind of like to know about what they care about. Now, I do think basketball is why I go watch them play. But Jim Brown, Muhammad Ali, Walter Payton, they cared more, and I knew more than just about their sports and stuff. Tommy Smith, I knew more, and Jim Brown and Muhammad Ali was my favorite boxer to this day. And his legacy just wasn't just fighting. It wasn't just boxing. He was on the right side of stuff. So was Jim Brown. So was Walter Payton. So was Tommy Smith. So again, ask yourself, what do you want your athletes to be? I want them to care more than just about money. I want them to care about winning, about people in their communities that don't have power, leverage, or money. I want them to I want them to tell me how they feel. I want them to emote. And by the way, I also want them to play basketball. And the players this morning, 10 minutes ago, Joy is my witness, they all